He discovered the Western breath in every experience. Located in Mai Con Commune, Phong Dien District, only about 10 kilometers from Can Tho city center. Hiti Eco-Tourism Area. It's an ideal location for those who are searching a space away from the noisy pace of life to get back to the fresh nature and the real garden life from the city center. It only takes about 15 to 20 minutes by motorbike or car. Along the Long Nguyen Van Khu Road, it was possible to arrive. The first feeling of coming here. It is peace, with chirping birds, rows of coconuts swirling balls down small incisions. The paths are covered in shade, and the smell of the countryside in the wind, with an area of about 3 hertz Hiti Eco-Tourism Area designed according to the integrated ecotourism model, where you can be fully integrated into Western life. The river here has a lotus pond, monkey bridge vegetable field, lemon huts with leaves, and especially a lot of folk games. For all ages, from children to adults, everyone can find their own joy. After laughing at the game of balance, you can choose a quiet corner to walk around the orchard watching the calm lake, or simply sitting on a broken bamboo under a tree and let the winds carry the flavor of the wheat. The smell of mud and the sound of distant chickens soothing the soul. An attraction that cannot be missed in the subject. It's authentic Western cuisine. There's enough local food here, and especially hot. Blow and eat. Like a crispy Western pancake, grilled snakehead fragrant strong sauce, hot pot boiled vegetable noodle soup, and many other delicious dishes. Every meal is not just delicious, it's also a slice. The truth of life in the West, where every meal is filled with love and full of human love. It's not just good food. It's also a destination for folk games. As special as monkey bridge racing, 8 fish by hand, blindfolded, banging new tug of war, and a lot of very active collective activities. Even if you are visiting for the first time or have been here many times, the feeling of being immersed in these rustic games, it always brings new joy and never boring. Zone ecotourism on topic. It's not just a place to check in and leave, it's a place to keep memories. To rediscover the connection between humans and nature, between you and your loved ones. That's where you'll remember a funny sacrifice, a dish my mother used to cook, or just the wind blowing through the bamboo. Reminds me of my childhood. If you are looking for a place to spend the weekend, to connect the family, or just want to escape the chaos, the surface of the city to slow down, then he definitely mentioned that the choice cannot be ignored. A place not too far away. It's not too expensive, but it has a lot of emotions, where a simple game. It can also unravel childhood memories, where you don't just go to visit that, go to experience, to laugh, to live, and to love. When it comes to fun experiences, full of laughter. It's a team spirit in the West. I can't help but mention the game. Balance on the bridge. It's a simple operation, just addictive, and it's a highlight that can't be missed. At the tourist ecotourism site, in the middle of the quiet countryside, piece of Phong Dien District, Can Tho City. There's no need for technology up here, doesn't require complicated props or sophisticated techniques, but it's a very interesting test for ingenuity, steel spirit, and the ability to coordinate between members of a team. Let's imagine, you and your team are standing on a rope bridge. 10 people can stand up there, across a shallow lake. Opposite you is the rival team. The water below is calm, but you just need to be a little sloppy. It will immediately throw you into the water. 0-1 little break. Both teams will step out in the middle of the bridge. No armrest, no protection, only my feet trembling. The hearts pounding and the eyes looked at each other defiantly. The task is nothing more than to shake the bridge together. Let the opponent lose balance and fall into the water as quickly as possible. It sounds simple, but to do that, it takes a collective effort. Coordinate little by little. No one is in a hurry, no one is out of tune, just someone who can't balance. The whole team can collapse in a split second. And the most amazing thing is that every fall is not a mission. It's a 7 defeat that's a moment for both the players and the audience to laugh, laughter echoing through the garden. Cheers from both sides of the river, the sound of water splashing. It all comes together into a symphony. The true West. It's fun and it's very rustic. Balance games. It's not just interesting because it's entertaining, it's also a lesson in teamwork. On that little bridge, people learn to coordinate, listening support, and together we balance every second. every minute. There are groups that initially play very messy, but only after 1 or 2 trips out of the collective water. The whole team coordinated better, learned to observe each other more closely, and no one wants to let their teammates fall first. That's how this simple game works, bringing people together, with laughter by falls that don't hurt, but are fun. And what's even more amazing is this game. Suitable for all ages, from children to young people, the best friends association couples, up to family groups, or a large group of tourists. Anyone can also participate, and AI can also laugh endlessly after joining the game. You can sit in the shade of a tree, change into your dry clothes, and look at the pictures. Maybe your best friend has fallen off his feet and deserves it. The water and laughter, or you've fallen a very skillful blow yourself. I don't know if anyone's coming back, and then you'll realize that sometimes what makes a trip memorable, not in a luxury destination or a tight schedule, it's in the real moments. It's fun and real life like this. Ecotourism area He, too, was very successful when it comes to folk games this into the experience program. It's not just for tourists to laugh, but also to remind us of a part of our memory. Childhood used to be associated with the riverbank monkey bridge with water splashes without getting angry at the AI. Just having fun. And in the midst of a growing technological age, as people get caught up in the virtual world, it's a practical operation, as close as a balancing act on a bamboo bridge. It's a great spiritual medicine. It helps us move freely, GA. It's also an opportunity to reconnect with nature, together and with ourselves. This game doesn't need to win. No prize needed, as long as you walk up the bridge with an open mind and a generous heart. You are the winner. And you know what? Thai ecotourism area. It's not just a game of balance. It's also a small countryside with a lotus pond, monkey bridge, vegetable field, row, coconut soy ball, and delicious folk food to the heart. But if you only have one session to examine, please make time for this game, because it's not simply a game, it's part of the memory. It's a piece of childhood, and that's where you find the clearest laughter, echoing in the wild, rustic West. Once tried, you will understand, because SAO AI has played and also said, play once and remember for a lifetime. And if you think the balance game, just standing on the bridge, then shake the enemy with water, then you're wrong. The longer you play, the more you will realize this is a very deep game. After every fall, players don't just laugh. They also learn how to control their body. Learn from your own clumsiness. You start to see more, understand your team better, and even phlegmed. You can guess when the enemy will strike. The longer the game lasts, the more the appeal increases. At first, everyone was nervous, but you only need to drop water once. It's as if no one wants to stop. There are groups that finish playing and then register to play again. Some players don't know how many times, just trying to balance for a few seconds, waiting for a chance for revenge, or simply because it's too much fun. And you know what's even more interesting? That's the feeling. When you and your teammates get in tune with each other, when the whole group shakes the bridge at a regular frequency. Right direction at the right time. It's like a dance without words. A symphony of perfect coordination. Then you feel like you're part of a whole. It's no longer me or you. It's that we all try to laugh and drop water. The laughter is clear eyes full of excitement, and the falls are sometimes awkward, but extremely graceful. It all creates an atmosphere of closeness, no distance between people, even if you didn't know them before. This is how the game keeps balance. It's no longer just entertainment. It's become glue, connection between members of the family, friends, colleagues. There are children traveling the West for the first time, the strange water. But after only a few times, he grinned. Actively start a conversation. Hold hands, you play as close friends for a long time. There are groups of adults who are initially afraid of falling, but just a little slip is that all distances vanish. They help each other up. Let's clap and laugh, and then volunteer to play again. It's one of the things that makes the game so appealing. This is the surprise, and it's unpredictable. No matter how good you are at balancing, you can go anytime. Just a breeze, a strong shake, or a distracted gaze. It's the fragility. Every second on the bridge, it becomes a small adventure. Fun and extremely memorable suspense. And don't forget that the air around it also contributes a lot to make it special. You play in the Wild West. It's surrounded by green coconuts. The fresh incisions, the cool wind blowing through her hair, the birds ticking gracefully on the branches, the water's soft pounding against the shore. Somewhere is the sound of asking each other, and the smell of grilled snakehead echoed in the distance. It's all about creating a space that's not just for you to play, but let you live every moment. No anxiety, no pressure. There's only so much joy left in the West. There are people who are still wet after playing, not in time to change, but still laughing all the time because the moment of my fall was recorded by the whole group. Someone has returned to the city, but still talking about the decisive shake that made the Kia team bay color. I have a group of friends who are still dating after breaking up in Cannes though. 2 years later, he played again. Maybe we won't fall again this time. There is no simple game that evokes so many emotions. It doesn't just make you laugh on the spot, but also leave a lasting sound, the memories, stories to tell, videos to watch again, and friendships are tightened with each fall full of laughter. And because of all that, balance games. It's not just a highlight of the trip, it's the soul. It's a Western characteristic. It's a place where you can fall without being sad, get wet and still feel warm. A game that after leaving, you're not carrying any physical material. It brings back a treasure trove of emotions, memories and laughter. So if you're planning for a weekend trip, a team building session, or simply wanting to find laughter again, I lost it a long time ago. Let's go up to the little bamboo bridge in the ecotourism area of Auntie 4. Let your feet shake. Let your heart beat so that your body can fall into the water in the clap. Hands in laughter, because maybe that moment when you think you lost, it's the moment again. You feel the most fun and win the whole journey.